Abu Bakr. During the second year after Hajj was deemed required, Rasulullah, peace be upon him, was at the forefront of the Ummah. It was his first Hajj, but possibly also his last. Because when he was giving sermon to the Ummah at the top of Mount Arafat, he seemed like he was bidding farewell. Prophet Muhammed, peace be upon him, got sick right after they returned from Medina. Rasulullah, peace be upon him, had fainted. When he came to, he said, "Command Bilal to recite the Adhan. Command Abu Bakr to lead the people in prayer," and fainted again. When he woke up, he asked, "Was Salat prayed?" It hadn't been prayed, and everyone was stunned because it was something they were facing for the first time. Aisha radiallahu anh replied,
"My father has a fragile heart. I wish to command someone else to lead the prayer, Rasulullah."
She was consistent with this request, which led Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, to repeat his previous commands with more vigor. "Command Bilal to recite the Adhan. Command Abu Bakr to lead the people in prayer," he said. It was apparent that this request had to be fulfilled. Hadn't Rasulullah, peace be upon him, said it would be wrong for someone else to be the Imam while Abu Bakr is the Ummah? While all the doors of the masjid were closed, hadn't he deemed Abu Bakr's door to be an exception? The moments in which he was conscious were fewer and farther between at this point, and he soon fainted again. When he regained consciousness, he asked again, "Was Salah prayed?" Yes, this time Salah was being prayed, and Abu Bakr was leading them, just as he had commanded. Rasulullah, peace be upon him, got to his feet with two companions supporting him at his arms. With his feet dragging behind him, he opened the curtain slightly and looked at his congregation one last time. Like the moon at night, his face was glowing. When he saw the Imam at the head of the congregation, his face broke into a smile so great that it was never seen before. The people in the congregation who saw this almost messed up their prayer from their own happiness. He made a sign signifying, "Stay where you are and continue your prayer." Afterwards, Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, went and stood next to Abu Bakr to continue Salat together. No matter how much Abu Bakr wanted to go and pray behind the Prophet, he was commanded to stay where he was. The Salah would be the last one they prayed together. Not too long after, the curtain had closed and the sun had set. While others were confused on what they should be doing, Abu Bakr was easing everyone's worry and was somewhat setting an example on how they should be acting. He was trying to help everyone, and he was telling them what needed to be done. Meanwhile, the leaders of the Ansar people, or Muslims of Medina, were discussing who should lead them in the wake of Rasulullah's death. Abu Bakr was notified of the discussions and joined them. At his arrival, Omar radiallahu anh said,
"O people of Ansar, do you know that Rasulullah chose Abu Bakr to lead the people in prayer? Which one of you would go ahead of Abu Bakr and breach the rank of Rasulullah, except for Abu Bakr?"
To which the people replied,
"Rather than going ahead of Abu Bakr, we will take refuge and pray forgiveness from Allah."
And thus, Abu Bakr was the first Caliph. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next time.